Hi guys, I am sifting compost. Well, sort of compost. It's more like mulch. There's a place in town that gives you free compost. Belongs to the city. You just got to go get it. And it's all loose. It's not bagged or nothing. They do have a tractor if you got like a big trailer or something you need to load up. Anyway, they were out of compost, but they had this mulch, which is about 2/3 finished composting. Okay. So what I did is I have 8 of these tubs, and I just set them out there, and he brought a bucket load of that stuff over and just poured it over the top of them. And then I packed it in there, shoveled off the stuff off the top so that they were level, and loaded them up in the van to bring home. Now, let me move this so you can see. I made this little sifter, and then here's the stuff that I'm getting out. It's pretty fluffy. Okay, it's got a lot of organic matter in it. There's a guy on YouTube by the name of Charles Dowding, Dowding. He's in the UK. Anyway, he does what they call a node dig garden. And I'm going to show you guys what that is. I've been following him for a while and watching all his videos. And, you know, you guys know I'm kind of crippled up. I can't be digging and rototilling and weeding all the time and all this other stuff. Well, the node dig garden is almost weed free. There's not very many weeds. I mean, not saying there won't be any weeds, but not like if you just rototill the ground up and plant it in a row. Okay, and he does beds 3 and 4 foot wide on top of cardboard. You lay the cardboard down 2 or 3 layers thick, and this stuff will compost into the soil. Eventually it'll just rot into the soil. Take all the tape and anything else off, staples, anything that might not decompose. You take off the box, and then you cut the box open and you lay it out and you overlap them, and you know, you cut out any of the light that gets through to the soil underneath. And then you put the compost directly on top of the cardboard, and you put it in rather thick, probably at least a foot thick, maybe a little more. And then you plant directly into the compost. And I know plants will grow directly into the compost because I've done that before. But it's an easy way to start a garden without digging. I don't have a rototiller. All I got is a couple of shovels and a couple of pitchforks, right? I don't even have anything to do. I don't even have a potato fork yet. So this is the only way I can plant for now. Now, my garden area that I showed you on that other video, I've put 6 fruit trees in there right now. Now, those 6 fruit trees are taking up the area that would have been my garden. And I got to thinking about it. And I thought, well, you know, those trees are small. They're not shading out the garden. I can put all these garden beds around the trees in between them, because there's like 12 foot between them, right? I can put 2 rows between them real handy. And then I'm going to get some free sawdust from a lathe machine that planes them down. And I'm going to put that in the walkways so that it's all clean. I don't get no mud. But right now what I'm doing is all the stuff that I'm sifting out, because we've had a lot of rain the last few days. I mean, we've had some storms now, and it's kind of cool. So I'm not worried about planting this late, not too much. And we don't even have a culvert in to get to the property. Everything has to be carried in by hand or in a wheelbarrow. But we've got this little bridge we made over the ditch. And this is what I'm doing with all the stuff that I'm sifting out, because it's pretty muddy. I'm going to take, for at least for a little bit, I'm going to take all the stuff I'm sifting out, and I'm going to make a walkway towards the back till I run out of stuff, so that I don't get all muddy and it's not slippery and whatnot. And eventually I'll get a walkway all the way to that shed that I built way back there. I probably will only get to like that pile of lumber right there with the stuff that I have, if I get that far. Because I'm only getting about 6 or so inches every time I dump my my real rough stuff that I'm sifting out. But at least it's a nice, easy thing to walk on. It's not wet and squishy, and it's not slippery. So it'll give me good traction, because, you know, I don't want to fall. And this red clay is slippery when it's wet. That dirt needs to come with a warning label. Anyway, this is what I'm doing for right now. And I've got 6 more tubs in there. And I'm getting almost a wheelbarrow load out of each tub of the fluffy stuff. So, and it doesn't quite fill up a tub. As soon as I get 2 empties, I'll be able to put the rough stuff in a tub to either carry farther back to use to put in the walkway or to mulch around the actual fruit trees, which is what I had originally intended for it to do. I figured, well, the mulch would be all right. We'll just put it around the fruit trees, right? Then I got to thinking about it, and I had made that sifter. And I thought, well, why not sift out the composty part and just put the rough stuff around the trees? You know, as long as it's not all the way up against the trunk where it'll cause disease, it should be fine. But then I decided after all this rain and it was slippery and muddy that I would go ahead and make a walkway with it to start. I can go back to Monday and get another load, and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. I can come and get 6 or 7 loads a day if I want. He don't care. It's all free. There's a mountain of this mulch that's probably 4 stories tall and at least 400 foot wide. So it's not like it's in short supply. So, because all the tree companies and all of the electric company, when they trim limbs and trees, they all take it all over to the compost facility and dump it, and then they mulch it up and make compost out of it and give it away for free to the residents. So it's a good free resource. All you gotta do is go get it. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share it with your friends, all that kind of good stuff, and we'll talk to you later. Come back and see me.